In honor of Black History, Month, it gives me great pleasure to recite a poem by James Weldon Johnson. Mr. Johnson was an educator, a civil rights activist, a lawyer, a writer, and a composer. Most may be familiar with his composed lyrics, thus every voice and sing. This poem is titled, Go Down, Death. Weep not. Weep not. She is not dead. She is resting in the bosom of Jesus. Heartbroken husband, weep no more. Grief-stricken son, weep no more. She only just gone on. Day before yesterday morning, God was looking down from his great high heaven, looking down on all his children, and his eye fell on Sister Caroline, tossing on her bed of pain. And God's big heart was touched with pity, with everlasting pity. And God sat back on his throne, and he commanded that tall, bright angel standing at his right hand, call me death. And that tall, bright angel cried in a voice like the clap of thunder, call death, call death. And the echo sounded down the streets of heaven till it reached way back to that shadowy place where death waits with his pale white horses. And death heard the summons, and he leaped on his fastest horse, pale as a sheet in the moonlight. Up the golden street death galloped, and the hooves of his horses struck fire from the gold, but they didn't make no sound. Up death rode to the great white throne and waited for God's command. And God said, go down, death, go down, down in Yamacroft, and find Sister Caroline. She's borne the burden in the heat of the day. She's labored long in my vineyard, and she's tired, she's weary. Go down, death, and bring her to me. And death didn't say a word, but he loosened the reins on his pale white horse, and he clamped his spurs to his bloodless sides, and out and down he rode, through heaven's pearly gates, past suns and moons and stars. On death road, leaving lightnings flash behind, straight down he came. While we were watching on her bed, she turned her eyes and looked away. She saw what we couldn't see. She saw woe death. She saw woe death coming like a falling star. But death didn't frighten Sister Caroline. He looked to her like a welcome friend, and she whispered to us, I'm going on, and she smiled and closed her eyes, and death took her up like a baby, and she lay in his icy arms, but she didn't feel no chill. And death began to ride again, up beyond the evening star, into the glittering light of glory, onto the great white throne, and there he lay, Sister Caroline, on the loving breast of Jesus. Jesus took his own hand and wiped away her tears, and he smoothed the furrows from her face, and the angel sang a little song, and Jesus rocked her in his arms and kept his saying
awesome? That was truly outstanding. Rebekah, are your parents cheated out? Will your parents please stand? Let's give these parents a wonderful round of applause. When I was that age, I could remember things like that. I got a little older now. It's a little hard to do. You have to have experience.